We do have our next guest ready to go live with us. So it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Scott Pankey. I think, Scott, you need to unmute yourself, sir.
All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. I am so excited to be here and talk about Plexus, and this is an exciting day. I mean, thank you for hosting this and doing a great job.
Well, thanks so much. Now, tell us, I think you're going to get the newbie with Plexus Award. How long have you been with Plexus?
I have been with Plexus since November 4th. My best friend Todd Rouse told me about it, and I was, a little apprehensive at first. It took me about 6 months. I thought, I don't want to do it, and then finally I said I'll try it, and I've loved it since day one.
Very good. Well, let me say this. You probably, even though you've been with Plexus the shortest amount of time, you probably are the best known Plexus ambassador out there thanks to your YouTube video with you and your students at your school. So tell us a little bit about that for those who may not know about it. I can't imagine that nobody knows about it, but just in case.
Yeah, absolutely. Before I do, though, I brought two friends with me. Can I show them real quick? This is one of my best friends. Her name is Accelerator, and she gives me tons of energy, and I love her. Mwah, 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 mwah. Perfect. So I'm going to put her right here with me. She never leaves my side. And then my next best friend is Block, and I got a little rhyme that I say every day about Block. It's 2 blocks a day keeps the belly fat away. 2 blocks a day keeps the belly fat away. So, and I can prove it. It's gotten rid of all my belly fat. It's all gone. There you go.
Awesome. I love it. Now we've been to the islands with your accent. We've been to Canada and Australia, and now to the islands.
I'm going to set those right there, and yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So we did this video from Uptown Funk. I work at a project-based learning school, and basically what that means is instead of teaching by lectures, we put the kids into small groups, and they do projects. We do mime as a project. They do costuming as a project. We just got done with our theatrical commercials. And so I wanted to think of something fun to do after Christmas to kind of get them out of that Christmas, funk, not really wanting to be excited to be back at Christmas. And really, I wanted to get out of that funk too because I love my Christmas holiday and I wanted to do something fun for me too. So the first day back after Christmas, I said, okay, our next project, it's going to be a dance. And I don't know if you heard them from where you're living, but I mean, they screamed really loud. They were not excited about it at all. They were like, no, Mr. Bacon, we're technology nerds. We don't dance. I'm like, you're going to dance. You're going to dance. So I shared with them the song, and they loved the song by Bruno Mars. And we worked on it for about 2 weeks. Each of my classes, they had a little section that they worked on. And after about 2 weeks, they had it down. And I was so proud of them because, these are technology students. They're in their computers all the time, working on programs and just being their little computer selves. And so to get them up, it was really important for me because I teach kinesthetically. That means getting you up off your feet, doing things. And I really wanted them to experience something that was out of their comfort zone. So the third week, we reserved the school, the last 45 minutes of school on that Friday before they caught their bus. And I said, you got to do this right the first time because your buses are going to be leaving and you're going to not get home if you don't do this, and you're going to be here all weekend. So they gave it all they had. We did it in one take, and the rest is history. So it's been a phenomenal experience. And I want to say, can I say this? Thank you to all my Plexus family for sharing the video and your love and your support and your encouragement. I mean, that has filled my heart tremendously. So thank you. Thank you.
That is, I think it's the coolest thing. I don't know how my daughter missed it. I have a 16-year-old, and I had posted it on my Facebook page and everything, and she somehow missed it, and I said, something about you being on this with me today. And she goes, what are you talking about? So I showed it to her. She just went crazy. She thought it was so cool and everything. She goes, and she says, they have a neat school. So she thought,
we have our first graduating class this year, so we're really excited about that.
oh, how cool is that? Now, is that the first class that has been all the way through, or just the first graduating class period?
Yeah, the first graduating class all the way through. So when the school opened about 4 years ago, it had reopened. They closed it down about 6 years ago, and then opened it up. Took about 2 years to redo the school, bring in new students, and yeah. And so the first year they just had freshmen. They had about 80 freshmen. That was it in the whole school building.
And
yeah.
you're in Texas, right?
I am. Beautiful Dallas, Texas, my home. I love it. Yeah.
Well, very good. Now, you've done kind of the talk show circuit with this video that went viral. How much have you been able to share about Plexus? Because I know I haven't caught all of the interviews.
Yeah, each interview they always say, what questions can we ask you? And I and I always try to plug in, ask me where I get my energy. And usually, because of time or restraints or whatever, they don't usually get to do that. But I was lucky enough on Entertainment News, the host asked me, so where do you get all this energy? And I was like, Plexus, of course. I use Plexus. It's a great product. So that was cool to get that known all over the United States.
Yeah, I actually did catch that interview, and I was like, yes, he said that, and it was in the Hollywood community.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I was real thrilled about that. I was like, okay, now we're going to have to go and look for the stars' alias names and see how many of them have ordered from you after that.
Yeah, let's get them on it.
Absolutely. Now, with you being as new as you are, I saw where you are having great success, though, as far as product sales. You are what rank ambassador right now?
I am silver, and it was my goal to be silver within my first month, and I did that, and I was really excited about that. My sales, my first month, from November 4th to November 31st, I think there's 31 days in November, I had sold about, I think, $1,600 worth of product. So I was excited about that. I mean, I was posting twice a day, telling all my friends about it, telling people, other teachers at my school about it. So, just being a billboard for Plexus. And then the next month, for December, I think I sold about $3,000 worth of product, and gained I maybe gained 10 ambassadors underneath me, and then my goal for January was to get up to 4,000, and I got, I think, $4,100 in January, and that's before this went by. I mean, this is at the end of that month of January, so this has nothing to do with the video. And this month, it's done really well.
I can only imagine. You can message me later, because that just motivates me even more to see numbers like that. So we won't put it out there in public, but I can only imagine how that has helped your business. So that is so cool, that you're doing so well with it. Now, you said that you've lost your belly fat there. How much weight have you lost, and what products other than Accelerator and Block are you using?
Yeah, I have lost 15 pounds, and that was my goal. I've been an athlete for about the past 3 years. That's really funny for me to say that about myself, because I never considered myself an athlete. But when I turned 40, 4 years ago, I thought I've really got to start working on my body and eating healthy and stuff. And I, started running and did some marathons, did the Ironman this past May. But after the Ironman, when you're training for the Ironman, you can eat whatever you want and you don't gain a pound, because you're just constantly working out. And once I stopped with the Ironman in May, I made a little mistake, and I kept eating like I was training, and I gained about 15 pounds, and it was not good. So I thought, I got to get this 15 pounds off of me. And like I said, my friend Todd told me about Plexus, and I thought I've got to try this and see if it works. And I lost 15 pounds in just a little over a month with Plexus. I was on and at that time, I was only taking Slim and Accelerator. And I was faithful every day. I was drinking my water like I should. And what I found so great about Plexus is that it was easy to use. I mean, you drink the Slim. I would drink the Slim on the way to work in the morning, and I would take one Accelerator at lunch because I don't eat breakfast. I never have my entire life. And you can take an Accelerator at breakfast, but I just thought I'm just going to take one at lunch. And taking one Accelerator pill at lunch changed my life. It changed my life. I have not had energy like this since I was in my early 20s. And I really felt like I burned my body out. In my early 20s, I was a musical theater major in college and worked camps every summer where you're just on the go. And I give 110% no matter what I do. And so I really felt like I'd burned myself out. And I never got that energy back. Even when I was running, when I started running in my 40s, I would come home and take a nap. I would always be tired. So once I started taking Accelerator, I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to let that thing go in my life because I feel amazing. And I haven't had a nap since November 4th when I started taking it. And that's saying a lot. Yeah. So, but then once I lost that weight in a month and a half, I kind of stayed off the Slim and I switched to Block. And because, as you know, Block, it blocks out 48% of your carbs. And if you're going to get rid of that belly fat, you've got to get rid of your carbs. So I am on Accelerator now. I'm on Block, and I do X Factor. Just because we all need a multivitamin in our life, and it makes you feel better and helps you with your energy as well. So why not?
Absolutely, yeah. We have one of the best multivitamins out there, I believe, with what's in it. So good choices. I'm loving it. I'm loving what you're doing, what you're saying here. As far as your business goes, how have you grown it? Has it been Facebook posts? Are you calling friends? What are you doing to grow your business like it is growing?
Yeah, I would say the hugest chunk of it is Facebook, and just always posting as much as I can, and also posting about my own personal life because, your friends don't want to see about your business every single moment of the day. They want to hear what's going on in your personal life, and they're invested in that, and you want to be invested in theirs. And, you want to like what's going on. You want to build those relationships. So, yeah, I would say Facebook was a big part of that, but also when I'm out running with my buddies or I'm at school or I'm at church, I want to say, hey, listen, I found this great product. And people, I think they also notice in me a difference. They notice that I have more energy. They notice that I'm in a better mood because I've down in my weight and I do have more energy. And when you are feeling great, physically and emotionally, I don't know, it just shines. It just puts it out there for the world to see. And they want to know what you have because they want to be a part of that too. And when you walk into school and your administration or other teachers go, look at you, you're looking good today, and I'm like, I'm feeling great today. I'm feeling great. Well, what are you doing? And you've got to share with them. You've got to tell them because you want your friends, you want your family to have that same great feeling. You want them to be successful in their health and in their wealth too. So yeah, that's what I do. It's talking, and Facebook. That's pretty much it.
And you are such a bundle of energy. I can only imagine if you were, not on Accelerator. I think you would still have that vibrant personality. But I know what you mean about the nap thing. So, yeah, luckily no naps for a long time for me either. But you have been, I love watching. I've watched every talk show that I can get a hold of that you've been on, and the energy and the passion that you have with your students. And I see that passion coming through with Plexus as well. So I can't wait to see how you progress with the business. I hope to meet you at convention in the summer. Will you be trying to attend that?
I'm going to try. It's the last week of our school, and then we have graduation on the 6th. So I am going to do my best to come up for maybe the first 2 days if I can. So we'll see. I'm hoping that a lot of my ambassadors will be able to go. And I want to say this real quick about my ambassadors. Todd and I, my buddy Todd, and I are building this great team, and our ambassadors are rocking it. They are doing what we ask them to do. We're giving them all the tools to be successful, and they're doing it. So I shout out to the Plexus Party Train peeps because they are doing great. So I just want to give them 2 thumbs up. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you're in the group that has been saying that their team is best today. So we're going to tell yeah, we're one Plexus. We are all fabulous, and we are rocking it. All right, Scott. Well, thank you for spending a little bit of your Saturday evening with us and sharing with us your successes. Again, I hope to get to meet you in the very near future. And keep up. Keep up a great job. We love it.
Thanks. You too. God bless you. Have a good night. You're doing great.
Bye. Thanks. Bye.